If there's anything I could do about chronic disease, where should I start? Is there anything that I can do about chronic disease? Ooh, if you only knew all the things that you could do to reverse chronic disease, to feel better or shed it altogether, you would be as excited as I am. You see, medical care treats symptoms very well, amazingly well. They have over 2 centuries of experience to build on to treat symptoms. We can treat causes, and we have at about 3.5 billion years to build on. Experience on repairing cells, repairing tissue, restoring cell function, rejuvenate. There is a lot that we can do. So, to reverse chronic disease, there are 3 main categories that we can work on, and I call them principles. Principles that we can live by. Very practical. They're equanimity, that's resilience and balance of the mind, temperance, restricted and abstinence of certain foods and drinks and substances, and vivacity, the liveliness that we give ourselves. Now, today, I want to give you a very practical way to start, and that's with temperance. So you can start right away today. And if you start today, probably it's not unusual to feel better within a couple of days. So let's start. Probably you know this, but just as a reminder, this is our digestive system. And all people with chronic disease have a disturbed digestive system. Why? Because all people with chronic disease have systemic low-grade inflammation. Systemic means the whole body, and low-grade means a little but continuous inflammation. And this systemic low-grade inflammation means that the digestive system is inflamed and therefore its function is disturbed. Now, we want to have a healthy digestive system, but in particular 2 parts, and that's the liver and that's the colon. When liver function gets disturbed, it gets reduced capacity. So when we give it an overload of food, you see that the problem adds up. The problem gets bigger. So the number 1 thing that you can start doing today is eat less. Eat way less with each meal each day. The second thing what's going on with the liver is that it converts sugar to fats, and it stores that fat in the liver or around the liver. And that is what we call fatty liver disease. Now, what we can do is number 2, stop eating refined sugars. Eliminate them or reduce them drastically each day, all day. Now, when you would only do these 2 things consistently, most probably you would feel better within 4 to 7 days. But there's more. We also have the colon. Now, what I'm about to tell you, if you don't know it already, is quite mind-blowing. We do not digest our food. We have foreign inhabitants in the colon that do that for us. Without those visitors that we give a home, we would die. We need them. What is extra mind-blowing is that they provide us with a multitude of genes that produce human neurotransmitters and hormones. So they provide us with a second immune system. They're absolutely vital for our health and vital to reverse chronic disease. So what we have to do is nurture the colon, nurture this microbiome. How do we do that? Number 1, stop processed foods altogether. How can we do that? Well, eat whole foods, plant-based foods. The second thing is that we have to nurture those microbes. What do they eat? Fiber. So we have to add a lot of fiber to our daily consumption. What is a whole foods plant-based diet? So we can combine these two by, let's say, 80% of our day choosing whole foods, plant-based foods and drinks. So, summarizing, what can we do to improve our digestive health and reduce inflammation so we can reduce chronic disease by starting today? Number 1, eat way, way, way less. Number 2, drastically reduce the amount of refined sugars. Number 3, stop eating processed foods. Number 4, eat more fibers. How can we do that? 80% of the day, take a whole food plant-based source each day. And within a couple of days, you will feel better. And when you treat the causes of chronic disease, shed it all together. See you next time.